Friends talk with friends about TV, movies, and books.
And that started a little early. Welcome, everybody, to Suspenders Unbuttoned podcast. My name is Sarah.
And I'm Julie, and we're excited to welcome country singer Cody Howell. Welcome.
Hey, thank you. Thank you guys for having me.
We're excited to meet you, Cody. We've checked out your Instagram, and you have some really fun things up. A brand new song coming out. Any Way You Go is the name of it. So tell us a little bit about that.
Dude, this is an awesome song. I love it. It's mainly like a bonfire song. I wrote it with my buddy Jason Johnson. So it's awesome that we're ready to put a song out right now, right as it's bonfire season. And it's a feel good song. Sing along, drink along type song. It's awesome. It's one of those ones that I think, is just it's gonna be that bonfire anthem.
I love that, a bonfire anthem, because my first thought was like, I could totally picture myself like, I don't know, at a bar singing along to this song or something. But a bonfire, I kind of like that better. So
it's good both. That. I could see the bar too, because
watching live music, it's fun.
Right. Yeah. And I love live music, so I love that like visual of having live music. So you wrote this with a partner? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, so I wrote it with Jason Johnson, and he's the founder of Project Canine Hero. He's a good buddy of mine that they help first responder dogs and veteran dogs that after they get out of service, and so he takes care of them and everything. But we ended up hanging out a bunch here over in Nashville, so we just started to write together, and I came up with this one, and I was like, hey man, do you want to get in on this? And so he ended up writing a lot of it with me, and just down there at his place, and it's cool, man. It's he does the same. He sends me T-shirts for his canine, hero, Project Canine Hero. I think it's .org, but anyhow, it's awesome. He's a great fella, and it's awesome to be able to write with amazing people.
So let's just talk about Project Canine Hero a little bit. So I'd seen on your website that you have worked. We love a good charity, and we love anybody who is making their community better. So we're going to start with, you actually served 7 years in the Navy. So thank you for your service.
You bet.
And then since then, one of the things you have done is worked with your friend on this Project Canine. Tell us about this charity.
So it's actually becoming one of the biggest ones in the world, and he'll also, like, even whenever they had dogs stuck overseas, he was the one they hit up to go kind of make sure a lot of that was good and seek advice for. But so all of the like veteran or dogs that get out, they don't right now. There's not like a program in place that just gives them like retirement. And then same with first responder dogs. And a lot of times they also, wherever they end up going, whether they end up staying with their handler or wherever, it's all mixed up. So what the charity does is it makes sure that whichever dogs they take on, it makes sure that they have their insurance for the rest of their life, food, and it also tries to get, if possible, the dog back with their handler. So it's awesome. It's so cool to see some of the animals. And also some of them, like, some of the dogs have like PTSD and stuff. It's crazy. Like,
I can imagine.
And, so they can't just go to any, owner, but it's awesome, being able to get them out and then they still be able to live a good life for the, what they have left is it's awesome. It's a good thing to be a part of.
Right. So he does first responder dogs too. So like canine, police officer dogs, and fire dogs, things like that too. That's spectacular. My brother-in-law was a canine officer for years, and that it's hard. He was always able to keep his dogs, but not everyone's in that situation where they can keep their their canine friend with them after they retired. So I love this. This is amazing work and benefits so many people.
Yeah.
And their pets. It's great. I'm going to ask you to send me a link where people can donate to that, and we'll put that up with
Absolutely.
your
Yeah.
Awesome. Yes, definitely. We'll do.
Yeah, that's exciting. So you wrote this song together. Tell me, one of you writing music or both?
Wait, Risay?
You cut out a little, Julie.
Oh, I'm sorry. When you guys are writing, does one of you write music and one write lyrics, or you both doing both things?
So it all kind of changes. So like we've written some other ones that he started the whole kind of melody and kind of music too, and then I've got in and done my stuff on it, and made it mine, made it his. And this song that we got right here, I kind of had the melody charted out, had most of the chorus done and the verse, and was just kind of stuck. I was like, where do I want to go? So he ended up putting a bunch of good stuff into the second verse, and then on the third, it was just both of our ideas going back and forth on. Once we got on a roll, it was like just came in and we got some cool lyrics out of it or whatnot. But this specific song, it kind of started with just my melody and kind of an idea I had that I started scrounging down, and then we pulled a cool product out of it, I think.
You did. And I love that you're able to bounce off of each other and kind of like pick up where the other one is stuck. I think that's really fun. I mean, we do that even just with our podcast and social media accounts that we run, so I can see how important that is when like writing music for people.
Yeah, no doubt. Like even hitting off each other on different questions. He's just rolling and getting the flow going. Yeah, it's the same exact good teamwork stuff.
Love that.
When you're writing, do you write at a keyboard, or do you write at a guitar, or how do you do your melodies?
Mostly guitar. So I'll either, and sometimes I start it just in my head. Like I'll just kind of have an idea for a melody in my head, and and put whatever lyrics I got kind of and start before I even have a guitar, like, especially driving, you can't, so then you're sitting there thinking, you're like, oh man, this kind of cool. But then, some of the songs are totally opposite. Sometimes I'm just playing on the guitar, and then I come across something I think sounds cool, and then I just get inspiration from there, and then start deciding what I want to write to it.
Yeah. So how has being in the military impacted the way that you write music? Have you been writing music your whole life and serving for America? Did that change in any way? I imagine that it must have impacted your life pretty dramatically. So
yeah, so I started kind of playing guitar, I think I was like 16 or so. But here's this story. Okay, my dad's a preacher, he's at a Baptist church and everything, so it was always just music and stuff. Started playing and writing songs that maybe weren't that good, but either way I still just was writing songs. And then I went to audio engineering school, or got an associate's degree in that in our community college. Getting done with that, I was like, man, I want to kind of go to Nashville right now and start music, but I just wanted to still serve while I was still young. So I was like, oh, let me take a break from music for a little bit, and went into the Navy. And I was just going to do like 4 or 5 years, and then but I ended up just getting another billet that was really cool, and then going along with that. And all the experiences that I got through all that are unreplaceable, or I don't know what the right word is, but irreplaceable, like
right.
But it's guided a lot of what I do, and a lot of the structure and foundation of who I am.
Life experiences bring a lot to music, and so I can see how that would actually, it's like part of your journey, and then part of who you were. Were you able to still play and make music while you were in the Navy?
So, and even one of the times we was on a 10.5 month deployment over in the Arabian Gulf, and like, so we're on an aircraft carrier, and yeah, like, multiple people have guitars and stuff. So we'd I wrote a bunch of songs just out there on the ocean, man. Half of them forgotten, but a bunch of them written down and stuff. But yeah, I was still doing music regardless. But it was just, not as um, uh, dead set on, it was kind of a little bit on the back burner for a little bit, but still in my heart, if that makes sense.
Of course. So you kind of always knew that this was the direction you were heading in.
Absolutely.
You just kind of, it took a little bit to get there.
Yeah, absolutely. It was yeah, and even getting out of the military, they're like, "What, you're going to do music? Are you crazy?" I'm like, "No, I have to do this. I have to do this." It's like I don't have a choice not to. It's just so, something got into me, and like, nope, I got to go do this. So,
Do you remember? Do you remember when you were, when that happened? When you knew, like, I want to do music. I want to write and sing. And
I know, not exactly. I know it was around whenever I started learning to play the guitar. Whenever it just kind of, I don't know. I'm not. I can't. I'm not. I don't have an exact time where I was like, "Oh, that was the moment." But I know it was around when I was like 16 or 17.
And has your focus always been country, or have you done a little of other things too?
It's mostly been country, but I mean, growing up in Kansas, it's, a lot of the music that gets played there is like red dirt country. So it's always just kind of, and just, I guess, the way I talk too. I don't know. Some people say, "Oh, no, you don't have an accent." Some people, think it, but so it's like, I probably say, like, I do like a little bit of, a little rock and roll. So I do want to put a little bit of that into my country music, but but it's always been about the same.
Right. I kind of love that. Like, you just kind of knew what kind of music fit for you and where you went. But it's always a journey to get there. So how did you even like start playing guitar? You said you got a guitar about 16 or so.
It was actually someone had left it at our house. My dad played guitar, but that was his one guitar that he used in church. So it wasn't just like none of us could just use it,
Right?
But a fellow that went to our church, I can't remember his name. He left his guitar over at our house at one time, and then I just kind of let me click this light real quick.
Yep. It's the you're not moving enough light. I know those lights.
That's happened to me before.
Yep, we have those at the hospital. You don't move enough, your light goes off.
I knew there was going to be something to happen. All right. Okay, wait. What were we?
So a friend left a guitar at the house, and
yeah, and then it was. I mean, we had I think we were past dial-up by that time, so we had a little high-speed internet. So freeandeasyguitar.com, found some lessons on there, and it just showed me the basic chords and stuff, and then I just everything from there. It's just been online learning or playing with the different chords, the different structures, and yeah, man.
And what about singing? Like, did you always know you could sing, or is that something you had to figure out as you were guitar?
Not at all. So like, even too, like, my voice has changed over, especially getting older and everything like that. And whenever I first started kind of singing, I was sounding like everything that I heard, so that was a whole process of you're just halfway mimicking, finding where your range is, what you do sound good at, what you don't sound good at, and then you sit there and do that. And I think that's probably been like maybe 7 or 8 years of singing in order to circle back around and get back to what I feel like I sound like while singing.
Right. Like put your own little style into it.
Yeah. Learn the tricks and then then bring it back to your own voice. And, but I think I sing, I kind of sing a lot the way I talk too. Some people, they you hang out with and they talk and then they sing way different. And I'm like, well, it's incredible too, and how cool it is as well. But yeah, it's cool to just, I guess after doing a lot of singing, circling it back in to get my own voice in there, if that makes sense.
It does. Yeah. You mentioned that your dad would play the guitar. So did you have a very musical family or just?
Yeah. My mom played piano. Kirsty, Trixie, Dalton played piano. So halfway, then most of them sing. There's 9 kids of us in the family, and then my mom and dad, and so about half of us are more musically inclined, and then or singing. The other half are like, but
I kind of love that.
Though.
Yeah.
Where do you fall into the 9 kids?
I'm right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my husband's 8th of 9, so I get
that's
that.
Awesome. Yes.
There's not awesome. Very many families like that out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the same too. I don't know how many sisters or brothers he's got. For me, it's 2 older brothers, 2 younger brothers, 2 older sisters, 2 younger sisters.
Oh, you are like literally
in the middle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's number 8 of 9, and there's 4 boys and 5 girls. So
nice.
It's like opposite your 5 boys, 4 girls, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Kind of the same though.
Yeah.
But just flip.
That's good stuff.
Do you get, like, during your holiday get-togethers and stuff, are you all singing?
No, it's not like a
not like a Von Trapp thing.
Yeah, not like a little movie thing where like la di da di da. No,
everyone around the piano.
yeah, no. I mean, there'll be sometimes, at Thanksgiving or whatever, we'll pull out the guitars and pick a little bit and play. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it ain't.
I love that.
Form the choir. No, it ain't none of that.
Super fun though. Super fun.
Yeah.
They're always singing at Julie's house, so I had to ask.
We just spontaneously sing around here. So.
Yeah, go. It's good.
Kind of spontaneous combustion, right? So.
Yeah. That's good.
So, when did you start performing for people? Are you doing that? Is there somewhere we can go watch you perform live?
Mm-hmm. So when I first started kind of performing, I think so. I did song lead in church whenever I was like 17. Okay.
Yeah.
But that wasn't really performing for people.
We all know that though. We all know what that looks like, right?
Yeah. I think it was whenever I went whenever I was going to school for audio engineering in Lebec Community College in my hometown. We put together a little red dirt band.
Yeah.
So that was like whenever I first started, just a makeshift band that we just played in different spots, and then obviously military, and then just coming back, getting out of the military, moving up here for college and everything, and I was just okay. Let me just hit up every single bar, just start working my way in. So a lot of the area down in Franklin or over in Leapers Fork around Franklin I'll play, and then some of the spots in Nashville I'll play at. But I'd have to look at my schedule to see if I got anything booked right now, because so much different stuff's going on. I haven't really been able to put a whole lot of effort into making sure it's stacked up for all every place I'm playing. It's because a lot of it's on the fly right now too. But finishing this semester of school is as well, like just making sure that, because I just started that or school just started up, so I'm still adjusting to it slightly, but it's good.
It's nice to have access to that so close and be able to do that. But it keeps you busy. It's hard to book things when you're doing that. So what musicians, what singers influence you as a singer-songwriter?
Okay, so this is cool. Influencers as a singer-songwriter would be like Zane Williams. He's a Texas Red Dirt country singer. But now he's got a band called the Wilder Blue. That guy is an amazing writer. I love his stuff. And then same would be, I'd have to go with like Ray Wiley Hubbard. Mm-hmm. And then he's another Texas red dirt or country artist. And then if I wanted to go with a little more of the Nashville, like Dierks Bentley, he's got some really cool songs that I think they're more of my influences or out of whichever singers, songwriters, tomorrow it'll be different ones,
I know, but so it's good to hear where you're at right now. And sometimes that's just part of the artistic journey is like, where are you right now? So I kind of love that.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, because it's just kind of like a little bit of a wave where you're like, okay, man, I'm digging this right now, and then I'm digging this, and then you just kind of write whatever your take on, whatever you're going through or whatever you can imagine up, and then grab inspiration from where you can get it.
Absolutely, yeah. Have you ever been like watching somebody else perform and just had a really big moment that like just inspired you and has kind of impacted the rest of your journey?
That's let's see. Oh, like a I think I know what you're asking. Because you're asking a deeper question than what I was about to answer. I was getting
the non-deep version.
I'll give the non-deep one, okay. And then I might come back to the deeper one if I can think of something. This is good. No, like like it's in Nashville, like recently, like because there's so many writers rounds, and you're just hearing new songs, and there's so many times I'm sitting there listening or doing something, and someone says something in a different way or different tone, and it ain't even the same exact thing, but I'm like, oh wait, this angle could work in this other song at this angle, and totally different things, but the angle or the the way of saying something about it or so that happens all the time. But a big moment, like something that would like kind of had changed my path, man, I don't know. I
think the little things are just as important, right? I just imagine that you're in Nashville and you're just surrounded by all these other incredibly talented people, and I just imagine like the inspiration is just kind of like being passed around between all of you because you're all kind of mixing in the same the same area. So I was just curious if that's kind of ever happened.
Yeah, well, I mean, and there's a lot of the small ones, and I mean a really cool big one is like working with my producer Kent Wells, and so he's producing Dolly Parton,
right?
Or he just produced her Rockstar album, and I ended up being called to sing some background songs on her, or like 4 of her new songs on her album. I think it comes out in November 4th.
That's
14th.
fun.
But,
that's super cool.
But it was cool being able to watch him produce it and set everything up and get that was amazing to see. That would be something big that brought my brain a little bit from just, okay, maybe I can do this, to whoa, no, like that, this is like this is I'm big old changing that I'm like, oh wait, I can do this, type of thing, I guess. And that's a big learning or understanding moment that is I don't know, that's a good one for me.
I think those experiences like just also step your game up, like gives you layers to your art, it's
like, exactly. Yeah, those are the words I was looking for that I was trying to spit out of my mouth.
But it lets you like layer on top of your foundation and give you a lot more to stand on when you get all those amazing opportunities. That's one of the things when we talk with singers and songwriters, I feel like it's those opportunities along that way that really help them become more confident. And I kind of love hearing your path with coming from a teenager with a guitar to working with Dolly Parton's producer. That's a fun journey.
Yeah, it's in each little step, you get a little more understanding, a little more knowledge about what you're doing, a little more confidence. So but each time you learn something new, you're like, oh, okay, I don't know what else there is to learn now, but sure enough, something turns up and you're like, whoa, okay, I can understand it now, you know?
I love that. That was a perfect way to put it out. I actually teach at a healthcare setting, and I always tell like our new residents that when you don't know anything, you can't ask questions, but the more you know, the more questions you can ask, right?
No
And that's
doubt.
like a great way to put that. It's like, I know everything. It's like, nope, I don't know anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I have more questions, right? I
Yeah.
love that. That was perfect.
Well, all right.
Yeah. No, so all right. So you're talking about how you worked with Dolly Parton's producer, and he's producing your song, right?
Correct.
Yes. So Any Way You Go. So just let's circle back to Any Way You Go. And I feel like I can't say it without singing it.
Anyway, you go.
Yes. But tell us, when can we hear the music, and where can we find it, and then what's coming from that?
Awesome. Okay, cool. So we are right now, we're shooting for late October or early November. We don't have an actual date set, but here in the next week, hopefully we get one lined in. We have a few more things to finish and, you know, put in the package and everything before we, okay, boom, here's our date. Now let's send it. And it'll be on all the streaming platforms, as you know, like YouTube, Amazon, Spotify, all those will have them out on. And then I'll also end up, you know, doing some promotion as well on all my social medias, and yeah, be like, okay, we got this date coming, and do some videos or whatever. But yeah, man, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I can imagine how exciting it is to kind of finally see your work, you know, putting it out there for everybody else to see it too. Yeah. So watching it all come together, and like you said, realizing I can do this and I'm good at it. So,
yeah. Thanks. Yeah, it's awesome.
It's amazing. Congratulations.
So you have this one song coming out. Will there be more pieces to this?
Yeah, so
bigger.
We'll put this one out, and then you kind of like kind of Christmas music is, you know, take off probably right at. See, a lot of times you don't want to release too many songs around Christmas music, right. So we'll hit this one before you know, kind of Christmas, and then after Christmas, then we'll try to release one or two more singles, and then the whole EP. There's 7 songs on it, but we got there's a really cool one. I can't wait to release. Yeah, it's called Midwestern Pearl.
Okay.
But it's man, it just sounds so cool, and we're getting a Atmos mix with it too, which has all the surround sound stuff. So it's like, yeah, man, it's so I am super pumped for the other songs as well as I am for this one.
Yeah, it sounds fun. We both of us love music, so we'll certainly make sure we listen, and we will post it on our Instagram. But do you have time, do you think, to play a little game with us?
Okay, sure. Yeah, let's do it.
Kind of a game. So we do a little favorite thing. So since we do talk a lot about to a lot of actors that are in romantic comedy movies, do you have a favorite rom-com?
If you don't, do you have a favorite movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I do have a favorite movie. Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I don't know if you've ever heard that, or if you've ever seen that. It's awesome. It's a comedy. It's like a killer comedy or whatever you want to call it. Where they're like, they just keep happen to accidentally dying, and then they think that these college kids think that Tucker and Dale is the one killing them, and they're like, it's just, anyhow, it's awesome. But there's my favorite movie, Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
I love how fast that came. Yeah,
I love it. Yeah. Do you have a favorite TV show or a show you're currently streaming?
No. I don't watch too much TV shows. I like to do more if I am going to watch TV or something like a movie. And then my brain isn't stuck or locked into, you know, I hate watching a TV show because then I'm like, no, I got to see what's going on. And then they sit there and get me hooked. And then, you know, 20 hours later, I'm like, oh man, I didn't do nothing today. But,
all I did was watch all 10 episodes of whatever that was.
Yeah. Because if I go to watch a TV show, man, I'll do the binge watching.
Right.
Yeah, that's exactly how I watch TV.
It's like, gosh, because so I like to watch movies more than try to do too much TV shows. But what was the second half of that question?
That was all or streaming, TV show or streaming.
Oh yeah, so I'm awesome, dude. Freaking football season is starting today, so there's my maybe season of something that
under all of us
Kansas City Chiefs playing tonight. So
my light just went out. So
your light just went out too, and my dog is barking sissy.
Together we're great.
Yeah, I'm like wondering if this light is on a click like a timer, and if it's gonna go black again in a second, and just
probably.
I think I got mine back, but it's let's not be so bright.
You're still fine. You're not that dark, so don't worry.
We're golden. We're golden.
Okay, tell us your favorite drink.
Ooh, that's a good one. I mean, sweet tea probably.
Yeah,
just all around. Unless we want to talk about other drinks,
You can whatever drinks you want to talk about.
Mojitos are pretty good, you know.
Sweet tea or mojito, we're all in.
Yeah, it's all good.
Actually, a mojito sounds so good. It's so hot here today. That sounds refreshing.
That's what I'm talking about.
Fun fact, Sarah used to bartend, so she'll mix us some drinks.
Yeah.
I just can't remember anymore what they are.
Do you have a favorite food, like healthy or an indulgent food?
Yeah, man, I'm a big fan of Mexican food. So like I'd maybe like in the one that's kind of the easy one is just the rice, chicken, and cheese. That's like kind of my go-to. The pollo, whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. Just like rice and chicken. That's probably one of my go-tos. Casey's Pizza is pretty good.
Yeah. The basics in life.
Yeah.
Especially when you're in school. Yes. Good. What about a band or singer?
A band or singer?
Not yourself.
Yeah.
Or both.
I think I might stick to Wild or Blue.
Yeah.
I think I'm so happy they're coming to Nashville. I think like on the 22nd or 23rd. I already got tickets for it. So I'm like,
fun.
Yeah.
Fun.
It's awesome.
Yeah. I've actually never been to Nashville. But
man.
Going.
Neither of us have, and that's like on our list, like together. We're just like, we need to go to Nashville.
Yeah, you definitely got to. And like if you ain't been downtown, you got to go downtown, but it's real crowded and everything down there, but it's awesome. But then you got to get to some of the bars around the outside.
Like that's what we've heard.
Yeah, and like the local, there's a bar called The Local, and it's always playing singer-songwriters and stuff. And it's cool too, because like you'll walk in and there'll be just somebody over there singing a song that you've grown up on or you've heard, but now you're looking at the actual writer.
That's crazy.
Here goes I knew it was going to do it. Give me 1 second.
There's the time light.
We can
We'll finish.
Oh, apologies.
Hey, you're good. Hey, let's finish up with what is the favorite concert you've ever gone to?
Ooh, okay.
A great question, actually.
Just thinking.
I think I'm gonna have to go with maybe a Dierks Bentley concert in Virginia at the I forget what the Veterans United amphitheater there, I think is what it's called. It's a Dierks Bentley concert, and it was just, I don't know, it's like the sound was just like extremely crystal clear. Like it was just, that's probably one of the coolest concerts, I think so. Or Randy Rogers. Right, we did do a Randy Rogers band concert that was here in Nashville, and that was really fun.
Love that. Good answers. I was gonna say like maybe Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, I just seen a little video of Snoop Dogg doing this voice of somebody else. He's like, "Hey man, come," doing a paparazzi voice.
Okay.
It's one of the hilarious. It's like you didn't think that Snoop Dogg could do like an impression very well, but
he does tons. He's hilarious.
It is
Actually,
awesome. I was just like that. He is not actually saying that right now, but it's just his voice just totally changes and he does it like right on the T.
I have to find that. I've never I don't think I've ever heard him doing impersonations.
Yeah, no, he does quite a few. He's actually funny if you've ever seen him like on a talk show or something. He's pretty hilarious.
It's good stuff.
So, well, this has been a lot of fun. So your new song, Any Way You Go, that's gonna come out in end of October, you're thinking?
Into October or early November. That's what that's where we're trying to get there. Yeah. So hopefully we're looking for like early or mid October, but
okay.
Like at the earliest. But
when we see that, I'll put that up in our stories too on Instagram so that we'll get that information out.
Yeah. And tell people where they can follow you on social media and your website.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. All of them are Cody Howell Country, just the name and then country after. So all of those you can follow me on there. And then also CodyHowellCountry.com. There's the website. And we're still in the process of getting it the rest of the way built. And then we're going to have the merch
I see your hat
up on there. Yeah, because we got hats right now. Working on t-shirts. Everything's getting built as we're going. So if you're seeing it at the beginning, where everything's the engines are starting to, the train's starting to,
we're on the ground level.
Yes.
We love that. Actually, I love the hat. The hat's great.
Yeah,
so
awesome.
It's perfect. Yeah.
We both like a good hat. So
make sure I'll send you guys a message or something and get your address or something. Send you guys some.
All right.
We'll put it on. We'll do a little merch reveal too.
Yes,
and
awesome.
To your site too to get that. Absolutely. And then also shout out your friend one more time, and we'll make sure to get the link up for his canine.
Yes.
Rescue.
Okay, so Jason Johnson, he's a founder and CEO. There's the words. Founder and CEO of Project Canine Hero, where they help give medical benefits as well as food and everything else for retired military working dogs as well as first responder dogs. And it's projectcaninehero.org, I believe, but I'll make sure to have a link to send y'all.
Love that. Love that.
On Instagram. Cody, hang on one second. We'll say goodbye off air, but bye to everybody else right now. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
We're so glad to meet you.
Yeah.